everybody. So today I am coming to you with a video all about how I did my purple eyeshadow when I went to Disney a couple of days ago. I think it was actually like last week. I literally never wear colored eyeshadow ever. It was a real like out of the box kind of look for me, and a lot of people liked it and wanted to see how I did it and what I used. So I figured I'd go ahead and show you guys that. So yeah, without further ado, let's just get started. So when I'm doing makeup that involves like a lot of face makeup, like I usually don't wear foundation on a daily basis. When I'm doing something a little bit nicer, I will go in first with a face mask. If I have time, I try to leave myself a little bit of time to like prepare my skin because my skin is very textured. I don't really have any breakouts, like active breakouts right now, but my skin is very textured from like all the acne scars that I have. My pores are just really big, so I go in with this, it's called Holy Grail Beauty Company, and it's called the Hibiscus and Pomegranate Detoxifying Clay Mask. This is exfoliating, so it really smooths out my skin. I feel that it makes my pores a lot smaller than they usually are, so I didn't go in with this today because it's going to rain outside. It's actually raining right now before I go to Disney, so as you can see, didn't do my hair. I didn't go in with this because we're probably going to be at Disney for a very short amount of time, so I didn't bother with this. But I did go ahead, and I do this every time as well, moisturize with my Murad Skin Perfecting Lotion. This is something I use just every day, but it's really important for me to have my skin fully moisturized and as smooth as possible before I go in with my actual makeup. So after I've moisturized and gotten my, skin all prepped for my makeup, I'll go ahead and go in with primer. So I either will use the Ulta Fabulous Face Primer or the e.l.f. Poreless Face Primer. It doesn't really... I mean, I see basically the same effect from both of them. I do think they work pretty well, but today I'm going to go in with the e.l.f. primer because I'm just going to focus it right here. If I'm using this one, I'll use it all over my face, but like I said, I'm not going to be at Disney for that long, so I'm just going to use this e.l.f. one, put it right in the middle of my face where my pores are the biggest, as well as here where I have a bunch of acne scars to try to kind of soften those. Okay, so after primer, I'll go with my foundation. I use the Maybelline, of course the cap's backwards, Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless foundation. I literally love this foundation. I've tried a couple, but this, I will just always keep coming back to it. The only thing I don't like about it is the coverage isn't very good, so I have to go in with like a bunch of concealer afterward, but I really think the finish is very nice. It looks very natural on my skin, which is something that's really important to me. So I am the color 105 in this foundation, and I'm just going to go ahead and apply it all over my face. Oh, and to apply it, I'm going to use my really dirty Real Techniques, it's not a beauty blender, it's the Real Techniques like makeup sponge. Okay, so something else I forgot to mention, I did put a little bit of Aquaphor on my lips. Just helps the foundation not stick to my lips, so when I'm done I can just wipe it all off and my lips aren't all like gross and foundation-y. So when I'm done, blending it evenly all over my face, I'll take whatever on the back of my hand that's left over, kind of focus it where I need help. So all my acne scars are pretty much right here on my cheeks and on my chin. So I'll go ahead and focus the rest of the foundation that I have just right on these areas. Something I've just learned, when you have skin that's like mine, it's very problematic. Not really right now, but in the past, and it leaves me with a lot of like acne scars, acne marks. I do not go for a flawless foundation look. I know that's what a lot of people go for, and that's of course what you want, but I've just learned that if I try to completely erase every single flaw that I have, I literally look like I have a cake on my face. So I have just decided to kind of go for a more natural look where like clearly I am wearing makeup, but I'm not going to try to hide every single flaw in my face. That just doesn't work for me. If that works for you, that's great. I'm so jealous of you, but unfortunately that kind of look just doesn't work for me. So I'll go ahead and do the best that I can without completely masking my entire face in like 500 layers of foundation. So I'm sure if I come closer you can still, you know, you can still see the acne scars and things on my face, but you know, I'm not going to try to completely cover those up because I've tried that in the past and it just does not look good. So I'm gonna go in with concealer next. So my tried and true concealer is the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer. Everything has worn off of this package. It is in number 15, Fair. I have bought this probably like 10 times over because it just really works well for me. The coverage is good. It fits, it like matches my skin tone perfectly. So I really, really love this concealer. I don't really rebuy makeup products too often. I like to try different things, but this I buy pretty much like every couple months because it's so good. If there is like a special event that I'm going to, something where I want to, you know, really try to cover things up pretty good, I will go ahead and go in with my Maybelline Master Concealer, and I will just take like the tiniest bit of this and just dot it and like blend it with my fingers on like my scars or any acne that I have. This works so well. Like the coverage is amazing. I don't use it every day, but when, you know, there's like a special occasion that I really want to try to cover things up for, this is definitely the go-to. So I'm just going to take my concealer, put it underneath my eyes, you know, on my chin, on my cheeks, and then go ahead and blend it out with the same sponge. Okay, so once that's all done, I'll go in with powder. And as you can see, there is a clear theme here. I use the Maybelline Fit Me loose powder. I've tried the pressed powder before. I didn't really like it, but I really like the loose powder. You know, a lot of people I know bake their makeup. I don't do that. I do kind of like a hybrid, so I'll show you. So I have a little bit of powder here, just like in the actual container. I will take a little bit of it on my sponge, not too much, just a little bit. And I'll put it underneath my eyes. But instead of like leaving it there to bake, I'll just blend it right in. I do think this helps, again, like make it look a little bit more natural, because if I put a crap ton of powder under my eyes and then wait and then dust it off, it just looks so bad. So this is the method that works for me. It kind of helps blend it into my skin, especially because under my eyes is a little bit of a dry area for me. So that method really works well. And then I'll just go ahead on just a very fluffy brush and dust the powder over the rest of my face. So this is just the e.l.f. complexion brush. I've had this for like probably 10 years now. Okay, so now it's time to move on to everybody's favorite part, the eyes. So I used two separate palettes when I did my purple eyeshadow. So I used the Boxycharm and Pure palette, which I got in my Boxycharm box. And then I used the Colourpop Element of Surprise palette, which I also got in my Boxycharm box. So I will open them up and show you what shades I used. So I can't remember exactly what I did. I wish I kind of like wrote it down or something, but I do know I took the shade Belle, which is this one, in my crease, just kind of as a transition shade. And then I used this purple shade on my lid. I do know that, and I believe I used this in my crease. So I'm going to try to recreate it as best I can. I'm sorry if it doesn't come out the exact same, but I used a whole bunch of different brushes, and I'll go through that as I'm doing the whole look. So first, like I said, I'm gonna go in with this shade, this shade right here, which is called Belle, and I'm just gonna put that in my crease. Okay, so once I have that pretty much all blended out, I think I'm gonna go, I have to test these shades first, hold on. Okay, so I'm going to go in next with this color right here. It is called Late Night. It's just this purple, like dark purple color. I'm going to do that in my crease before the other purple color, just to make sure everything is completely blended. So I'm going to do that. And oh, I forgot to tell you what brush I used. So first, this big fluffy brush that I used is from my Boxycharm box. It's from SL Miss Glam, I think that's the brand. It just says Blend Beauty. I don't know if it's gonna focus on that. It's definitely not. It's just called Blend Beauty L34. It's really great. It's like a really big fluffy brush, but it blends super well and it's so soft and it's cute. So the brush that I'm going to use, a little bit, it's still like a blending brush, but it has a little bit more precision, as you can see. For this darker color, this is a Morphe M330 brush. I just got this from Ulta. Ooh. Oh my god, I just almost dropped this. So since I have hooded eyes, what I try to do is look straight on in the mirror, because a lot of times if I don't bring it up higher than my actual crease, you can't even see it. So I try to look like straight on into the mirror and bring the color a little bit higher and then a little bit lower than like my natural crease. Okay, so once I have that kind of darker color on my crease, I'm going to go ahead and go in with this purple color. It is called, oh god, it is called Opulent. I hate when they're on the back and then it's hard to figure out which one's which. This one's called Opulent, I believe. And it's a really pretty purple. And it looks just like regular purple in the packaging. But it has like little holographic, like, I don't know if you can see that. It's like very glittery and sparkly. It's not focused. I just love it. So I'm going to take this brush, which is more like flat. This is called Step 1 for the Money, and it's by the Vintage Cosmetic Company. I got this in my Boxycharm box, of course, and I'm just going to put that all over my eyelid. Ooh, I'm sorry if you can hear the rain. It is like really coming down outside. So after I'm done putting that purple color just all over my eyelid, I'm going to go like underneath my eyes a little bit. So I'm going to take this, which is also from the Vintage Cosmetic Company. It's called Step 3, Go Girl Go. And it's just like a little tiny blendery brush. I don't know. And I'm going to take that darker purple color that I put in my crease. Actually, no, I'm going to go in with Belle, which is like the transition color that I did, and put that a little bit lower. And then I'm going to go in with that darker purple and put it like right up on my lash line. Okay, so once I'm done with that, I'm going to go in with eyeliner. So the eyeliner that I currently use is the Sephora Colorful Wink It Felt Liner, which is waterproof. This is just in the color black. Oh, it's in the color Little Black Dress, I'm sorry. But it's just a black waterproof, like felt tipped liquid eyeliner. I do like it, but I don't like how it doesn't get right up on my lash line. So sometimes I get that weird line, you know, where it's like blank. So I think I will not repurchase it. I'm going to try another Sephora like felt tipped liner after this. But this does the job and it does not come off. My eyes get so watery during the day and this one does not come off, which I really enjoy. So since I have hooded eyes, I literally just do the tiniest line on the top. And sometimes I like to wing it out. Today I don't feel like it, so I'm just going to do a line with eyeliner and that's it. I'm just doing my eyeliner with this mirror that came with this palette, so it's a little bit hard. And they didn't really come out even. They literally did not come out even at all. Okay, hopefully that's a little bit better. So after this, I'm going to go in with my first coat of mascara. So I'm just going to use this Maybelline Colossal Big Shot mascara. It's alright, not the best, not the worst. So I'm just going to do one like small coat of this on my top lashes. For my bottom eyelashes, I'm going to take something a little less intense. So I'm going to take this Bellapierre Cosmetics Volumizing Mascara. It really doesn't do anything for my top lashes. I'll wear it when I'm like wearing no other makeup and I just want a little bit of mascara because it is very natural. But it does work really well for my bottom lashes. It doesn't get all over the place. So I'm going to do that real quick. Okay, so it's the most important time, which is eyebrows. So I use this NYX Tame and Frame eyebrow pomade. The color I have is brunette. I used to use chocolate, but that was too red for me. This is a lot more of a neutral undertone, which I enjoy. So first I'm going to brush them out with this really old gross spoolie that I have. So I just brush them up and into place. My eyebrows need so much help, so I find the pomade works the best. If I use a pencil, I'm out of it in like a week. So to fill in my eyebrows with the pomade, I use this Eco Tools brush. Everything has worn off of it because I've had it so long. It's like one of these dual-ended brushes, and I just use this like slanted end. So then when I'm done, I'll just brush them through. And then after I'm done with that, I will go in with my mascara again, just another coat. I do the first coat kind of light and then build on it with the second coat after the first one has dried. So after that, I would just wipe off my lips with a washcloth, just kind of exfoliate them a little bit, and then put on my lip color of choice. I'm not sure what I'm going to go with yet, so I'm going to skip that in this video. But that is it. That is the finished eyeshadow. It's really easy, like only a few steps, and I really like the purple. Really liking the pop of color in my eyes. So I almost ended this video without doing blush and highlight. And this is what happens to me every single day after I do my makeup, because I leave it till the end and then I forget, and then I walk out looking like a ghost. So blush and highlight. For blush, I'm going to use my Milani Blossom Time Rose Powder Blush. And I'm just going to use my Real Techniques blush brush. And then for highlight, I'm going to use my Essence Pure Nude highlight in the color Be My Highlight number 10. It's just a nice gold highlight. I actually used one of the eyeshadows last time to do my highlight, and it was so glittery. So if you're like one who loves glitter, you can use the highlight shade in the Colourpop palette to do your highlight. I'm just going to use this because it's a little too intense for me. And I'm just using my Real Techniques, I think it's contour brush, but we're just breaking boundaries here. Okay, now that that crucial step is taken care of, we are finally done. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it was a little helpful to you. If you have any other videos you want to see from me, please let me know. I hope you guys have a great day, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!